EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing to open is Wentz. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd down. Here's Brosmer. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and long. Out of of the gun. Here is Roseberg. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Come on.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Blue. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2nd and 10.
Get it.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come 19. Panther 11. Let's go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That's caught by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Blue, and And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
Ready, break. Ready. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Ready,
They'll go with him again.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back at the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal.
Ready? 7 Crackle 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll look to throw for it with Milton. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run. It's Jones trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check. Come on, ready.
Here's a run going left. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Down. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. It's Milton. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Here we go. Let go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Finding space at the 15. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
Not much there. Maybe a yawn.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready. Warrior 70. 19. Tiger 19. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
Cup 19. Let's go now.
Here's Milton. This one caught at the 4. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Evans. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
70 Lions.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Milton. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Dallas. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Tracking 60.
From the gun, it's Brosmer. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Operating out of the gun, it's Brosmer. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Penny Clark in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. To the air, Brosmer. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Lions, 60 Vikings, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Milton. Open man down the field is Turpin. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the 1st half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw, Brosmer here on 1st and 10. The reception for Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. Moore going in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Brosmer. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. That's down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On 1st down, here's Milton. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Crack all 80. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Let's go now. Knocked up Cougar 19.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll take this one in. David Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. First and 10, it's Brosmer.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the road. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked up by Kaiir Elam. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Cap alert. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
It is 3rd and long.
Traffic 2. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, here's Milton. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Aubrey's pick is good. And the Cowboys extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Jones to begin this drive, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, Roseberg. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing is Roseberg. Pushed out to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with the pass. Is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Viking 18. Hey. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
To the air on 2nd down. Roseberg. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Man in motion, heading right. To the air again. It's Roseberg. Good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing again, Roseberg. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested. They've done a great job all day.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First down, Vikings.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Roseberg. He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Go, Reed, go.
Out of the gun. Here is Brooke. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Viking, hey,
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Chop alert, here we go.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ready? 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Right back to the fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 7, go!
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Got it, ready?
3rd and long.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And not one you see very often. Fair catch taken all the way back at his own 5.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
ready? Set up! Viking,
On first down, Roseman. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roseman. Moving outside the pocket. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll put Addison in motion. 3rd down. Here's Roseman. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. And the Vikings 1st down.
The air once more. It's Roseman. Oh, he finds Oliver open downfield. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
1st down, Minnesota.
Here's Roseman again. Short pass caught by Oliver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
First, we're going to throw here on 3rd down. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
It's a gain of 2. 1st down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's Roseman. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Roseman on 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 24-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, it's Roseman. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
3rd and a yard. It's Roseman. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now Roseman. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Short of 15.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
Come on. Ready.
On play action, here's Milton. Backs down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
That'll get him on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Classic Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Ready.
Get out of the gun is Milton. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's into the end zone. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Here's a throw. Is Brosmer. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the ground now with Jones. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. But I can promise you one thing, that's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Brosmer to throw on 4th down. That's taken in. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. From their own territory. territory. What a play on 4th down. That's good for 84 yards. Here we go. One final play. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. To the air again. It's Brosman. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Brosmer. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory.